Small parsnip. That's a better one. 2 parsnips, that'll do us for our teas. That was a bit small, but we'll get something off it. Not bad. Morning folks, it's Tuesday the 16th, I think it's the 16th of November. I've got a day off, so I've been up at the plot, I've been doing a bit of digging, preparing the beds for my broad beans. So I'll give you a quick tour around and show you what's going on. Let me just turn the camera around. Okay, let's start off at the top. Brassicas, still doing well. Still got one small cabbage left. Very nice those, by the way. Not usually a big fan of cabbage, but I think it's just the way you cook it. Stir fried with some onions and tomatoes and some Indian spices. Absolutely fabulous. Had that dish about 4 or 5 times now. All these are Swedes and turnips. They all took a lot of damage from pests early on, but they're regenerating new leaves, and yeah, it's looking a lot better. So we'll let them go. Keep an eye on them. Kale, Toscana de Nero, or the Black Tuscan. Very good. Should last all winter, that stuff. This bed here, now I think this is cauliflower. This is either cauliflower or purple sprouting broccoli, but there's nothing on it at the minute apart from the leaves, so we'll just let it go. We've also got a couple of kales here and there, and this could be a cauliflower again, not quite sure. There might be a label somewhere, but yeah, plenty of whitefly as well. You see them all flying around. Get them every year. Can't do anything with them. This is well, we've got mostly this charred Christmas tree. We're not really big fans of it, we've discovered, but the rabbits like it, so the rabbits are getting a good feed out of it. There's also some perpetual spinach there. This needs a good weed. It's something I'll get around to. I might even do it this afternoon. What have we got here? Oh, we've got some pak choy here. We've got some red and green pak choy. So rather nice. We'll see if anything comes of that. I'm not sure if it's going to be affected by the frost. I've just got this frame over it to stop the wildlife digging in it. Cats using it as a litter tree and things like that. Carrots and spring onions, doing well. Actually got some carrots underneath here now, so at least we're going to get some carrots this year. The gladioli, they're dying back a bit. No, that's not a problem. I'll just leave these leaves as long as possible so the bulbs can soak up as much energy from the sun. This bed here, I've just spent the past day, almost yesterday and this morning, digging this over, weeding it, and I've dug in a big bag of eggshells and crushed up eggshells and fish blood and bone, and it's got a top dressing of chicken manure pellets on it. So yeah, I'm going to put my broad beans in here. Then once the broad beans come out next May, June, I shall then use it for my tomatoes, and that's where the eggshells come in, because the eggshells are good for the tomatoes to regulate the water intake, and it helps prevent blossom end rot. So broad beans, then tomatoes. I probably won't use all of it for broad beans, so I might cover up half of it just to keep it, stop the weeds. rhubarb. Very good. Had some nice rhubarb off this year, but I'm just letting it die back naturally. Let the leaves soak up energy again from the sun. Well, when the sun does come out, then we'll start again next year. These are my chilli plants. Still quite a few chilies on I haven't got round to picking off. These are ones here are jalapenos, that's what they are. So as I said, these ones starting to turn from green to red. They go a sort of blackish colour before they go red, and there's a couple of red ones down there. I've got stacks of chilies off there. I don't really need any more, but I will take them off just because I will. They're growing, so I'll keep them. These are sweet peppers. A lot of small ones. They kept getting stunted during the year because of the pest. These small ones won't amount to much. Although I might take them because we're having a sort of like a Thai curry tomorrow, and these would go in nice in the curry. So yeah, I'll take these little ones and just chop them up. But what I have done is I've taken one of the chili plants we used for the chili challenge, and one of the sweet pepper ones, the King of the North, and I've chopped all the foliage back to just a stem, and I've got them in the little greenhouse up there, which I'm going to try and overwinter them and see if I can get a head start next year. Never tried that before, so we'll see what happens. This is a blueberry plant. Look at the gorgeous colours of these leaves. So yeah, really nice autumn colours on the blueberry plant. This needs a bit of a weed as well, not a problem. I've got all winter to do this. Raspberries, there's still a few raspberries on the bush. Every time I walk past them I have another one. But as you can tell from the autumn colours of the leaves, the plant's dying back now. So can't complain. I've had a lot of raspberries this year, done really well. Come January, what will happen is I'll chop all these raspberry canes back down to about that far from the ground, and that's all you have to do with these, and that's them sorted for next year. And there's one with my name on it. Excuse me. These are gooseberries. These are all coming out. Get rid of them. Don't want them. I think I'm going to use this bed for planting my onions in next year. So I'll have a big line of onions, and I don't know what else I'm going to put in there. I might do more salad stuff. I don't know. I'll need to wait and see. These calendula are doing really well. In fact, they've been a bit of a surprise this year because they started off really badly, but they're doing really well. They're dotted about all over the place. Strawberries, waste of space this year. Slugs got them all. So I'm going to have to rethink my strawberries next year. Parsnips. Just dug up a couple of parsnips. Going to have them for tea sometime this week. We'll have them roasted. This bed's been put to bed for over the winter. I've dug out all the weeds, then I've mulched the top of it, put cardboard down, then mulched it. So hopefully come the spring I can just lift the mulch off, put in the compost bin, and I've got a weed-free bed to work with next year. This bed is still work in action. The beans are all died back. We had a bumper crop of these again. We've got stacks in the freezer, and we've been eating them as fast as we can as well. They're fabulous. I've also got a big pot full of the beans that are dried from the last crop. What I do is I wait until the leaves, as soon as I see the leaves starting to change colour as the plant's dying back, I don't pick any more beans. I'll let them all pod up to, well, about like this one, then dry off, and I save the beans inside like that, and let these dry out, and these go in. Some of them will be kept for seeds next year's, but a lot of them will be used for stews and soups and things like that over the winter time. I've been doing a bit of work up here, digging out bramble roots. So I'm finally getting on top of this by digging it out. I have cut it down before and it's just grown all up, so I'm not playing around this time. I'm trying to dig everything out. This tree stump's been a pain in the arse. It's got roots all coming out all over the place, which is making it difficult. These black bags, I'm hoping there's some nice compost in these. I don't know what's in them. They were there from a previous owner, and considering I've had the allotment 5 years now, it's either going to be good compost or a horrible surprise. This patch here is where I pulled up this big bit of carpet. Lovely big wet, stuck down wet carpet. I hate the stuff. I've also got some chicken wire here that the previous owner had to the bottom of a... There used to be a compost bin here, and this chicken wire was at the bottom of the compost bin to stop any rats getting into the compost bin. I think I might still get through that, but it was to stop rats, I think. So it was around, it wasn't exactly here, but all this, when I took this over, all this area was full of brambles and nettles. So it was only when I chopped it back so far I actually noticed there was a compost bin in it. And I've moved the compost bin down there. I don't actually need it, I'm not actually using it, so but I'm reluctant to get rid of it, even though I'll probably make these bays into compost bins or raised beds. I haven't decided, don't know what I'm going to do with this. In fact, all this area here, although I'm digging it all up, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, so I need to have a good think over the winter. These are the, this is the chilli and the sweet pepper that I'm overwintering. As you can see, it's been hacked back to basically just the stalk, and we'll see what happens, whether we get anything over winter. These are my onions. Got some white ones here, then you can see the red down here. These are red ones here at the back. More white onions and more white onions. These are my broad beans here. They're doing well. They'll stay inside this little greenhouse. They'll get some cover, but they'll get maximum sunlight. I say maximum sunlight. It's been grey for 2 days now, so hopefully they'll get as much UV as possible to help them. But yeah, these here are little cauliflowers, but something seems to be nibbling on them. They're not doing very well, and I could see some silver trail of snail or slug on one of the leaves earlier, so I don't know what's getting in there, but I'll keep them from now. If they perk back up, they'll eventually get planted out. I'm just going to take this door down and shut it, because I'm going to go away, take some stuff to the tip, and then go and get some lunch. So I'll just take this down. So basically that's it. There are some things still growing. Oh, I forgot to say, over there, the potato area, that's been put to bed for over winter. And at the top, there are some leeks. Leeks are doing okay. Some better than others. They do have rust, but I always get rust, so it's not a problem, it's not an issue. But that's it, folks. That's mid-November tour around plot. Did I show you the garlic? I forgot to show you the garlic, didn't I? So I put the garlic in about 4 weeks ago, and I put all this debris netting around it, because the first night I put the garlic in, something had started digging and dug up all the bulbs. But as you can see, hopefully, the garlic's all coming up now. So it looks like we'll have garlic next year. So this netting just stops the animals digging it up. I fully expect to see this all dug up the next time I come up the plot, which will probably be the weekend if I don't come back this afternoon. But at night time, the foxes, the cats, the badgers, they'll all come in here and dig that up. Use it as a latrine or something, a litter tray. But yeah, that's the pot as it is at the minute. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again later. Bye.